It's understandable that if 10 years of your life has gone into video games and you're starting to get fed up, I'm just used to this, like I can't take this anymore. This is no longer fun or stimulating or interesting at all. Exciting. Of course it's not. It's entertainment. It's supposed to stimulate you, and at some point it can no longer stimulate you. You know, it's kind of like a drug. When you take a drug, at some point your tolerance is so high. Your tolerance becomes so high that you're just dependent on it. Hello everybody, it's True Detective here in front of my computer setup. There's a wallpaper I designed myself out of photographs, and these paintings you see on the background, they're painted by me. Everything else is produced by the glorious capitalistic system, which I hate and love at the same time. There's a lot of stuff I hate and love at the same time. And talk a little bit about those computer setups. There's so many computer setups in the world. If you know Hard Forum, for example, they're there. In this computer setup, which I'm going to make a whole video out of sometime in the future when I get my computer chair, I emphasized creativity. That it will be great for content creation, not gaming or entertainment. Dual monitors, big screen, this kind of stuff. It was geared towards entertainment. I was a gamer, I played a lot of video games. But when I was about 20 years old, I got so fat and so depressed that I realized that I have to change who I am. I have to just change. I started to work more on my physical health. I started working out. I started to read, educate myself. Self-developmental videos became one of the biggest inspiring factors for me on YouTube too back then. I started a lot of positive habits like creative writing, and I completely let go of entertainment and video games. I mean, completely let them go. Nowadays I only read. And it's much a better life. It's so much better. And when I think about those times, this was 10 years ago. And more than that, it was like 15 years ago when I was really that gamer guy. It was 15 years ago. And when right now, I was searching for that computer chair, I realized that holy shit, it hasn't changed pretty much at all. It's still the same. You have to be that gamer type of bullshit. Like this pre-packaged type of lifestyle choice just being pushed to you. Be this gamer. And I've got a drum machine over here. But I'm not your Dr. Dre record producer type of dude. I've told you this before. It's kind of a travesty that there's so little of you in, for example, the computer setup. There's so little of you in all the things you consume. And when you compare just owning stuff like the anime figurines, for example, that was me. I was going through something and I captured that. Next, let's talk about those stories. Some dude was the biggest gamer of WoW, World of Warcraft, for example. And at some point he decided that I have to change. Starts pumping iron like mad, becomes this weightlifter dude, taking steroids and that kind of stuff, destroys himself, of the whole I have to get physically fit project kind of backfires. I believe that you could become the best in almost anything if you're that kind of a hardcore gamer type, like you're willing to practice that much a game. You can become anything. You can become good at almost anything you try if you just channel that energy and time different. I wholly believe that. And it's not that the whole video game industry and that kind of stuff, being the gamer, is for nothing. Maybe it grows in you the capability to withstand grind. Maybe it grows in you some patience. that just doesn't exist in others. Maybe you can benefit from it in some way. Maybe it's not all a losing game. But it's a lot of time down the drain, even if it's not a losing game. And how you use that time, how you use your time in this world, it matters. If I spend the next 10 years, my nights like this, what is my life going to look like? I fucking did it. I fucking did it. And don't expect that the world will catch up to you, having done it. Don't expect anything from the world. It's understandable that if 10 years of your life has gone into video games and you're starting to get fed up, I'm just used to this, like I can't take this anymore. This is no longer fun or stimulating or interesting at all. Exciting. Of course it's not. It's entertainment. It's supposed to stimulate you, and at some point it can no longer stimulate you. You know? It's kind of like a drug. When you take a drug, at some point your tolerance is so high. Your tolerance becomes so high that you're just dependent on it. I want you to understand that at that point, when you're so fed up with this whole gaming stuff, quitting becomes easy. You know? You can quit easily. And for me, it was a leap of faith. And because around me nobody was doing it, I was the only one doing it, I had to find and figure it out for myself. I hope that this video gave you a little bit of hope and direction. And if you're feeling fed up, tired with the whole gamer identity, then keep following this channel, True Detective, and I will guide you and you will find your way into a much better life, much more meaningful life.